We're at my friend Brian's house today. Brian's new house. Now, you met Brian years and years ago. We've done several episodes here over the years. Brian had a Ford 9N, etc. It's been a long time we've done work with Brian. Well, Brian's got a brand new house on this same property, and we are going to be doing the Great Dust Bowl of 2022, I think. He's tilled this all up repeatedly. We're going to try to take the power rake and get it all smoothed out, and we're going to seed it today. Let's get started. The power rake does three things. Two of them I really like. One of them I'm not so sure. It smooths the ground and it packs it a little bit. It takes the tilled soil and packs it down a little bit. Those are the two things that I really like. The other thing that it does is it kind of brings the rocks to the top. And sometimes I really like that, and sometimes, well, I wish it wouldn't. So by bringing the rocks to the top, I can then kind of push them and get them to a spot where we can pick them up. But when you're starting with soil that looks like what we're starting with here, you say, I didn't see any rocks, and then we run through with the power rake and there's a whole bunch on top. So yeah, a little bit of both. Mixed feelings about how it handles the rocks. But in the long run, I think getting some of these rocks up and out of here is better for the yard. It is a dust bowl out here. So no, I'm not concerned about getting COVID out in the middle of a guy's yard. But I have found that this dust seems to give me a headache, a sinus headache. So to the extent that I can catch it with a mask, I'm going to do so. Tilling the soil fluffs it up a lot. And I like that. That's a great feature of a tiller. But I like this power rake can kind of, again, pack it down just a little bit. It really does an amazing job of raking rocks if you're a little patient. It's not perfect. You know, it throws some of them over the top, some of them out. You know, kind of got to go over it several times. But it does a pretty good job. Well, that's got most of the ones on the surface here, so I think I'll move on to something else. Boy, it's dusty. This is Brian's mound septic system. So we got to be a little careful here. Brian saved me a lot of time by tilling this, and he tilled it repeatedly, and that really helped. I think I may have to dump some of these rocks here. But of course, that's what's caused this dust, is that it was tilled several days ago, and we've been very dry. So it's been quite dry here for a long time. But if we'd waited and tilled this today, the very same day that we're doing the rest of this work, the dust wouldn't be near as bad. In general, I find the trade-off to be worth it because it's going to take us much less time here. And that time savings is really going to save Brian some money. And he got to have fun. Now, I'm somewhat concerned about this mound. I'm mostly concerned about the far end. That's where the distribution box is. And I don't want to cause any problem there. I'm a little less concerned about this end. That's a big one. I'm trying to go up and down over the mound instead of sideways a lot. The sideways seems to, when I'm slipping, I'm going to take dirt off the mound. I don't want to do that.
What is this contraption?
Well, the contraption is a propane forge. So it's for forging metal.
Okay.
It happens to be sitting on top of a wood-fired forge with a hand crank blower. And this piece of iron that we found out here in the yard, I'm just heating it up to see what it does. Is it iron? Is it steel? We should be able to tell. It should heat up pretty good. It's just interesting. This was a piece of, it started out, it was round. It got hit a few times by the excavator and the tiller and everything else, and we lost the rest of it, but we found this one piece. I want to say it was a steel tire, but I don't know. The thing that was in the middle looked like a hub that was bent.
Okay.
So it had some kind of a gear on it. So if this wasn't a handle for something, then the only other thing I could think of it was some kind of like a wheel.
Okay.
That was connected to something else. It might be iron, but it's just really old. But it is interesting. That's a hefty chunk of iron.
Yeah.
And for it to have been at one point part of a wheel or a circle, it's not cheap.
Price per seed. Is that about a box full? Okay. Well, have at it. Man should seed his own lawn. That's one of my theories.
I might need a little bit more instruction than that. It's all ready to go, just drive.
It's ground driven.
Yep, okay.
This thing right here drives it, the spiker.
Okay.
So if that spike's on the ground, you'll be able to see it coming out.
Okay.
Now, have you driven one of these orange things?
I have not been on an orange tractor.
Well, you have to have clown shoes.
I could go put mine back on.
You mean that's what you wear for a normal day?
That's what I normally wear.
Okay.
I put on regular shoes for you.
Okay, well. Other than that, you're good to go. You're in B range, I think. I don't know.
Treadle pedal takes a bit of getting used to, that's for sure. We don't want to damage Big Red either. Woo. Clifford, not Big Red, Clifford. What do you think?
That's not a whole bite, you know.
Turn it up? Or we just go over it again, that's all.
No, don't worry about it. Now, you may want to go, you know, you'll have to get all those
I need
spots.
to, yeah, right.
You may not need to run full throttle.
Okay. Good to know.
It doesn't pull hard, right?
No.
It'll be interesting to see if he gets everything covered.
Treadle pedal.
But you can see the tracks, so that'll help him.
Hey, Tim, we're not going to seed that. Don't worry about it. From the corner of that curve right there, we're going to make that a bed.
Sorry.
So no worries about it.
Uh-oh. So that's not a full bag. That's about 80% of a bag on this front area. Or have you already went around to the back too?
Front and to the back of the house, just to where the side. I didn't do any of the back.
I think, yeah, the way we're going, we're gonna have plenty of seed.
Good.
Unless we turn it up. But it's a much bigger area in the back, so.
It is, yeah. Oh, now my tractor fits under that. What do you guess that's not gonna? Whoops.
Let's let that down. Hey.
Uh-oh. Now who did that? Did I do that?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, you did.
Is it? Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Now that's
we
nice.
might ought to put it about here because
That's usually the way the one on Johnny sits, right?
oh,
Oh, I can't see the pin.
I can't get the pin in.
I got the pin in over there.
It looks like it's got a little spring-loaded thing.
There you go. Nice.
Okay. Hey, wait, let me do a little excavation here.
Good as new. Now you're saying I'm gonna fit, huh? Oh, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, that's shorter than I am, so that's good. Boy, I can't wait to have grass. You can see it now. I didn't overlap that enough. Oops.
I'm not incredibly impressed with the seed bed we've created here, but I think it's the best we can do. This is filled dirt with rock that's been put in here. It also has his basement, and he had a previous house here, so it's all been stirred up. This is about the best we can do. I hope as long as we get some rains, we're planting at the right time of the year. As long as we get the appropriate rains, I think he'll get a stand of seed. So that'll be good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is a big step for Brian, no question about that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
The God of Israel spoke. The Rock of Israel said to me, when one rules over people in righteousness, when he rules in the fear of God, he is like the light of morning at sunrise on a cloudless morning, like the brightness after rain that brings grass from the earth.